Nope.
No.
There we go. Really? Really? You gonna do all that? Hey.
What's going on?
I was wondering what that was floating in your drink. You see, I was looking at it like, what is that? Oh my goodness.
Hey, man, we screwed up.
Did we?
Yeah, man. You ain't put no hashtags on there, man. You ain't,
Hashtags on what?
man, you ain't put my hashtags up there, man. I'm playing, man. Just chill. Don't even worry about it, man. You done went live now. Hey, man, it's cold as heck out here in old North Kakalaki.
But we in the house with air on.
Good, man.
But it's a little toasty in here, right? You know.
Mm-hmm.
My
Man,
goodness.
I'm so glad to be back in this chair, man. Well, not this chair, because this thing hurt. This damn $20 stool from Walmart ain't it, bro. But I am glad to be back in this hot seat, man. For real, man. I missed you guys, man.
Been a little busy, been in the hot seat.
Where you been? Where have you been?
Not in the hot seat.
Right. Oh my
Hey,
goodness.
It don't even matter, man.
You would have thought we've been gone. It's only been 2 weeks.
It's been 2 weeks.
That's it.
Yeah,
We was just here 2 weeks
like
ago.
a month, man. You know,
No,
it does. Man.
we've been busy, but no.
Hey, so we got
I don't know about no month.
Yeah, right.
we got a good show, man. We got a good show definitely for y'all tonight, man. We got load management in the NBA. We're gonna talk about should trans members reveal themselves to their potential partners. Mm-hmm. And we're also gonna talk a little bit about I forgot. What was the last one?
Love and doesn't.
Love
Yeah.
does not equal obligation.
That one.
Love doesn't equal obligation, man. So, let's dive right into this thing, man.
Oh yeah.
All right, I think we gonna start off with a little something easy, man. I think I wanna start off with the load management, man.
Yes, please.
All right.
Break us in easy.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm ready for all of this episode today.
I know, right? Got some touchy topics.
Right.
So, I think actually, to be honest with you, load management is a very touchy subject, a lot, especially to sports heads. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they feel like, back in the day, you know what I'm saying, back in the great late 80s, 90s, basketball, of course, they feel like that was the prime time to be, you know what I'm saying, to be a fan, and that was just it.
Yeah.
Man.
Even watching the highlights now is like, man, what would it be to like watch those games in person?
For sure, man. So, excuse me, I'm sorry. With that being said, man, we of course, those guys back in the 90s, man, like I said, late 80s, they didn't do all this we gonna sit down stuff, man. They played those games, man, and they played those games like full games, and they played all season. They didn't do all this, man. But and hear me out. Now, if we just talking about somebody's body, science has evolved. We know more about the physical body now. You know what I'm saying? And you know how they have that old adage that says work smarter, not harder.
Okay.
So if we know all of this, why are we saying, I don't care, man, them boys need to be playing, they get paid millions of dollars. They still human. They ain't got no fake bodies. You know what I'm saying?
My thing is like if if I had paid money to go watch a Lakers game, the reason why I'm going to go watch a Lakers game is for just watch somebody play. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And just for somebody to say, oh, I don't feel like playing today. Mm-hmm. I just wasted my money. Because personally, I'm not a Lakers fan. So if I was to go watch a Lakers game, it'd be to watch somebody specifically play.
Yeah, but I don't think it's... See, you saying... So what you said, a lot of people have been saying, though. You saying, I just don't feel like playing. I don't think it's about, I don't feel like playing. I think it's about, hey, look, I'm trying to preserve my body. They're not load managing bench warmers. You get what I'm saying? Them guys get paid millions of dollars, too. right? At least hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? Those guys need to work too. Not just in practice, but they need to get some minutes in the game. So we always saying this stuff, like, oh man, them guys being soft, blah blah blah. But come on, bro, like they have to. Okay, it's like this. You say I want to see them guys play, but you also say I want my team to win. When it come down to the nitty gritty, when it come down to the playoffs, you also saying, hey, I want my team to win. But you ain't questioning how they do it. Just do it. Like.
But okay, let me ask you something. Do you feel that if a person misses too many games, that can affect the way they play throughout the season?
Absolutely. But what now we asking? Now the rebuttal to that is, what is too many games?
Guess that'll depend on the person itself, but.
So how can we say that, such as LeBron, LeBron, all the greats. What's up?
None.
Oh, my bad. So how can we say that LeBron and all the greats that are playing the game currently are not within their range? Because it can vary. You just said it can vary per person. So how can we say that they're not in that acceptable range?
Well, I mean, you can, like, individuals that I'm thinking of, like Kyrie, you don't never see him like not playing for the most part unless he's injured. Kevin Durant, same thing. Luka, same thing.
People's bodies are different as well too. And I know,
but I feel like some individuals have a little more control of what they can do other than what their job is supposed to do.
control.
Like what I'm saying is like. I feel like some of these players have what's the word when I say by control, like they have the authority to make a decision like, oh, I'm not playing today, not because that they're not injured or they're not sick for whatever reason.
Now, y'all realize that these guys are working 9 to 10 months out of the year. We making it seem like we just looking at the season when we do tune in. These guys it's preseason, regular season, postseason. How many? That's like, I think almost 100 daggone games. If you know what I'm saying, all the way to the end. If you were to win a championship, right? That's a lot.
But why are we just not doing that though?
Because what I said at the beginning, bro. I said we gotten smarter. Sports medicine is a thing now. Like it really is a whole subject into itself. It's sports medicine. We've gotten smarter with this thing. So it's like, okay, back in the day, I'm not trying to call them dummies. They just didn't necessarily know that. Hey man, my joints don't necessarily. They saying now you the fitness guy. They really telling you not to do certain exercises that we have been doing forever. Sit up crunches. You making this face, but I'm serious. They say
I ain't never heard that.
It's too much because of the pressure on your spine. The pressure on your spine can only hold. And don't get me wrong, man. I'm just talking. I know I'm gonna probably turn this into a short, and somebody gonna be running off their mouth in the comment. The pressure on your spine can only take so many pounds. You're doing damage to it when you're getting down on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Doing crunches. So
well, that's why I use a yoga mat or something to actually put.
Ain't got nothing to do with gravity. Ain't got nothing to do with gravity in the position that you in. Whether you on the mat, you could be on the bed. It wouldn't make a difference.
Okay, well that's if that's the case, then why squat?
You said why squat?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like you saying that sit-ups do. They're saying not to do sit-ups because of this, and I mean, then squats. That really puts a lot of pressure on your lower back.
I'm pretty sure they don't want you doing that either. However, okay. Thank you. She pulled it up. Crunches and sit-up experts. 3,300 newtons. I'm not even gonna read whatever that says of compressive force on the spine when it is in a flex position. This constant force on the spine can cause serious consequences, such as bulging disc in the back, pressure on the nerves, lower back pain, and even a herniated disc. See, that's what I'm talking about. You get what I'm saying? So as we learn, we didn't know that before, but we know it now. They also tell you not to actually go for a run, but of course we still got everybody running. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that since we learned this, it doesn't say you gotta listen to them. Yeah, it's your body. You do what you want to do, but they're telling you that hey, there are alternatives to get the same results, and this right here is an outdated form of exercise that is hurting you. It's actually hurting you. But the question is the balance off though? So is it hurting you more than it's helping you? You get what I'm saying? Or is it helping you more than it's hurting you? So you got to weigh that balance. Just like now to bring that conversation back into load management, it is them taking days off hurting the team more than it's helping the team, or helping the team more than it's hurting the team?
If they're carrying the team, then of course it's more of a detriment to the team.
How? But the reason, the purpose of load management though is, hey, we trying to win a championship,
right?
So we're getting closer to the end of the season. Hey, look, I'm gonna give my guys a break. I don't want them playing 88 games. I think it is the NBA season. 88 games is a long time. Mm-hmm. So I don't want these guys playing 88 games, man. So I only want them playing 67, 70. You know what I'm saying? Is that, I mean, I'm really trying to understand how y'all don't see that.
I mean, I see, like I said, I see where you're going with it, but I mean, my thing is like, you know, you get paid to do a specific thing for a specific amount of time. You know, NBA players, NFL players, whatever, they get paid to play from this time to that time, unless there is a situation that happens that comes up, there's an injury, they get sick or whatever the case is. Mm-hmm. I ain't never heard of no quarterback saying, "Oh, I'm," you know, or a coach saying they're gonna sit there.
A quarterback, that's totally different. We talking about NBA. That's why I specifically said the NBA. Okay. You talking about football, a game that, what is it, 16 weeks with a bye, 15. So it's 15. Am I right or wrong? I don't really know. But we talking about
16 weeks.
We talking about literally
plus preseason and stuff.
So that's it, just off the top of my head. That's only like 13% of the season of the NBA. You know, that math may be wrong.
Yeah, but okay. But I guess where I'm looking at it is the two different sports, and you know the range of how often they play is different. But when you know, football is more of a contact sport. You know, so I mean, if you wanted to, you know, save your quarterback, you know, whatever, for certain games to get to the Super Bowl or playoffs or whatnot, you know, why don't they do that?
I get what you're saying, but I'm gonna tell you why. You have a season of, again, 16 games with a bye. You ain't got, mathematically, you can't afford to not have all your best out every freaking game. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, because you in order to make the playoffs, you got to be at least over 500. You get what I'm saying? So, how you going to do that by sitting them out, sitting these guys out? You know what I'm saying? Especially now with the quarterback issues we having in the NFL. Ain't really, who else going, if your first string ain't playing, what we got? You get what I'm saying? Yeah. It's a lot of, I mean, ain't nobody gonna do no mess like that. But I get what you're saying. It don't correlate between the NFL and the NBA. To me, it don't correlate, man.
I see what you're saying.
Also, put it to you this way: what about a regular Joe on the job? Regular Joe, we don't get no off at all. We got work every day, but we do got vacation. We got PTO. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Sick leave. Bro, people, I mean, these guys are playing three games a week? 2.5 on average games a week. I want a night off. But what we don't realize is they're playing a game 2.5 days a week, but these guys are going to work 5 to 6 days a week, bro. Right. They literally working they tails off, man. They literally gotta go in there, hit the weight room. They gotta do full games, scrimmages. They are working, bro. This ain't no, you know what I'm saying? People always look at this like they not working, it ain't a job. Yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah, it is
These guys are getting it in, bro. So nah, man. If I don't know. I get what people are saying because I wish that they would schedule it out. You get what I'm saying for the sake of the fans.
I would agree. I would agree with that because like I was saying before, there are certain people who go to watch certain games because certain people are playing, not because of the team itself.
Right. They need to just simply say, hey man, on what's today's date, y'all? The 5th, April 5th or whatever. 8th. Yeah. April 8th. Jay Smooth ain't playing tonight, y'all. You get what I'm saying? He's sitting out. Not to say this after the tickets have all been sold. Because you want to make sure everybody that's some grimy stuff from these teams. They need to quit doing that crap. Because they be knowing it. The coach knows if he's gonna sit this guy down.
Yeah.
But they do that so they can sell tickets.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Because if LeBron not playing tonight, I'm not about to spend $200-300 on a ticket if LeBron not playing. That's who I want to see.
Right.
And I done saved up all daggone last year. Now, I didn't say this year. I said all last year saved up so I can take me, my wife, and my son to this game. And LeBron not playing. I get it, bro. I'm totally in agreement. That part needs to change. They need to make these coaches tell these people literally probably at least 3 to 4 weeks out. You know what I'm saying? Just off the top of my head, 3 to 4 weeks out that, hey, I'm going to be sitting such and such on this game.
So it's not like for example, since we are talking about mainly like Lakers and LeBron and stuff, there's a lot of Laker fans.
Mm-hmm.
They're not gonna, how you say it? I don't feel like if he was to set out a game, they let people know that they're not gonna fill seats.
They may not, but they may. You get what I'm saying? But
yeah.
I get from a business standpoint, I understand why they don't do it. But
true.
But it's damaging the game long run. So sometimes somebody got to make that hard decision. So that's when Adam Silver got to come in and say, who's the commissioner, by the way. He has to come in and say, hey, look, I understand the problem that we're having, but a line has to be drawn here. We're gonna have to do something about this. Y'all got to give me at least 2 weeks notice and let it be publicly known. You know what I'm saying? That such and such is not sitting. Because we're losing that regard with our fans. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, they pay the bills.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? These owners, of course, all they care about is making money.
Right.
Half of them don't even care about winning. And that's extremely apparent. It seems as if we really got a team. We have 32 teams in the NBA. If off the top of my head again, 32 teams in the NBA. We got literally have I want to say probably 16 actual contenders any given year. It seems as if the rest are just farm teams for the other teams. That's why they go trade. You know what I'm saying? That's what I've really been feeling with the NBA a lot lately. Like, of course, me being raised in Indianapolis and being born here, North Carolina, right? I'm a Pacers fan as well as a Hornets fan, and neither one of them been doing nothing, right? So it feels like they're just farm teams. Every time we get a good player on either team, they ship them off somewhere to a mate. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's not like Indianapolis is a bad city, and it's not like Charlotte. It's a better city than Indianapolis. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But my point is, it's not as if we ain't got the same attractions. It ain't. You get what I'm saying? So I don't think that's why these guys are leaving. Because at least LaMelo acting like he want to stay. Finally, we got. You know what I'm saying? But I think it has a lot to do with these owners, like Michael Jordan. He's talking about selling the team. He needs to. But we got a lot of these guys. They just it's clout. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous, man. So he need to go ahead. He made quite a bit of money on the squad. He need to go ahead and sell it, man. Trying to get somebody to actually want to win. You know?
Yeah.
But anyway, obviously we're off of load management, so we didn't agree. We did not come to any kind of terms on that one. So we gonna move on, man. Next combo we're gonna jump into. Let's go ahead and jump on the. Gosh, I'm trying to say it politically correctly.
Gender.
Gender. Transgenders. And I'm gonna tell y'all how this came about. So my wife saw a video. We should have had it on here so we could have rolled it, man.
No, it was a post. It wasn't a video.
Oh, a post. Well, we could have pulled it up too, but my wife had saw a post, and on that post, it was you explain it.
All right, so the post was basically about a transgender female who had basically said that she doesn't reveal to the person that she's dealing with that she's transgender until she knows if she likes the person or not. So, my thoughts, of course, are on it is you playing with fire, for the lack of a better term. You're playing with fire because you should be open and honest with that up front. Because if you don't know how a person feels about that, then you're putting them in a predicament that they probably don't want to be in.
I mean, you're putting, not only that, you're putting yourself in that predicament as well. Because I mean, you like this person, so you're expecting the best out of the situation,
Right.
And there's all, but that person doesn't like the idea,
Right.
They out the door, or at the worst case scenario, people, certain situations like that, they get violent.
Right. Because you put them now in a rock in a hard place. Now because more than likely, and I was telling Justin, I said, more than likely, if they've gotten to that point where they like that person, then more than likely that person has gotten to that point where they like you too. So you feel led on, just like any other person doesn't want to be led on in a situation or in a relationship. You don't want to be led on. So therefore, had you been open and honest up front, maybe I wouldn't have pursued a relationship with you as far as a love relationship. We could have been more so on a friendship level, because that doesn't mean that I don't like you as a person. However, that may not be something that I'm ready to explore yet. And you basically have just forced me into it. Yeah.
Hey, what you put in these drinks?
Don't.
For real.
It'll be on YouTube.
It's gonna be on YouTube.
I got a video coming to YouTube. Don't worry about it.
That thing got me. Yeah. I'm over here, bro. I was listening, but I won't listen to like yo, that thing's serious.
I keep seeing him doing this.
Right.
Hey, listen. Okay. I can go?
Yep,
Go ahead,
of
go
course.
ahead.
I can go? Oh, okay. Why my mic don't got low?
It did.
I got shorts in these things or something.
No,
you
it's
put it low earlier.
Maybe that thing hitting, boy. So listen, man. Turn my headphones up or something. Something
my
happened.
goodness.
Oh, yeah. I need to hear me.
Yeah. You hear you?
Yeah, I hear me.
They hear you.
Yeah, they hear me. So this is what the issue is with the transgenders. And y'all gonna be shocked with my response here. I don't think they need to tell tell their partner anything until they know that they're gonna turn me down a little bit. Until they know that I don't think that's too low, man. Good, right there.
Okay.
I don't think that they need to tell their partner anything until they know they're gonna move forward like sexually. Now, see, this is my thing. And by sexually, I mean kissing too. You know what I'm saying? Like intimate. I should say intimately. If they're not going to move forward intimately until they know that, I don't think they necessarily need to know, because anything outside of that is you just being homophobic. Because if y'all just on some platonic stuff, what's the problem? You get what I'm saying?
I get you, but
I think anything
in a
other than
sense,
that's
to have
homophobic,
a, but I guess in my eyes, to have a real friend, they're not gonna care regardless what you whatever your gender is or what you consider yourself as. I mean, I wouldn't have a problem. I don't have a problem with individuals that are in that lifestyle. But I mean, I mean, even if we was friends, you told me later on, be like, why you didn't tell me before? Like, ain't no issue.
I don't know. Maybe
but
everybody got their own timing though, bro.
Yeah, but I was gonna say too, this situation is still new, so I can understand, it is hard for individuals who are dealing with that to just open up, because transgenders really has been a big new topic lately.
Right.
So I can understand, people just, not really feeling comfortable quite yet to just, hey, this is me, blah blah blah.
But wait a minute.
But even hold on. But even with it being a big topic,
that's the second
right?
time you cut me off, man. You go ahead.
Because I've been sitting over here waiting. Even with it being a big topic, we also know, and I don't condone violence, right? But we also know that people have been put in that situation, and you don't know how somebody is going to react. So you're putting yourself and that other person in a sense, danger, because you don't know how they're going to react. And why would you want to put yourself in that situation where I can be up front from the beginning and either you rock with me or you don't?
Hold on.
Because a lot of times if people
wait a minute, no, because this is where I draw the line. Because you told me, and if I was, like I said, I was zoned out a second ago, but I'm back. You told me that the dude, that's you. I'm trans, right? You walk up to me. We in the mall, food court. I'm eating Five Guys. Shout out to Five Guys.
Oh my
so I'm sitting there. I'm eating Five Guys. You approach me like, hey, ma. I say, hey, whatever, right? You want to pursue something with me. Hey, can I get your number? I want to take you out sometime. Mm-hmm. I'm supposed to say, hey, I want you to know before I give you my number, I'm transgender. It
doesn't have to be right in that moment. But again, if you're to the point that both of y'all have developed some form of feelings, you have been talking for some length of time. And at some point, because...
Yeah, and what's that point, though? What's the point?
What do you mean?
No, I'm saying, what's the point that you got to...
What's the length? I don't know.
Like
I think it should
early.
be pretty... Right. It should be early on.
What, though?
Because you know that this is going in a direction of wanting to potentially be in a relationship, right?
But I did say, when you know that you want to move forward intimately, then it is time to have that conversation. Before then, why are you having this conversation? It's your business to keep.
No.
You ain't got to tell everybody everything.
No.
Okay, so at what point do you tell me you got AIDS?
That should be something that's known relatively early too, because keep in mind
lawfully you only got to tell me before we have sex,
right?
So but I just want to know
during a time period, you know where you potentially want this relationship to go, right? You know, most people know whether or not they just looking at just to hit it real quick and go, or if they actually looking for somebody to have a relationship with, right? Or if I'm looking just for a friendship, right? So you know, what you want.
At what point do you tell me you got? I'm just gonna throw different scenarios out because I'm proving the point here. At what point do you tell me that you have 10 kids?
Relatively early as well.
Okay. Relatively early. I need to know at what point though.
I can't sit here and say, oh, it's on day 2 of the conversation or on this second date. I don't know a time frame, but again, if you've gotten to the point where you all believe that you really have feelings for somebody, not just know, oh, we in that little, oh, I think you cute, that little BS phase, that people go through. But when you know that you truly have feelings for somebody, it needs to be revealed.
Bro.
But even when it comes to kids, that's something you should know right off the gate anyway.
I think once you actually figured out what your relationship is, then yeah, I mean it can take a while for you to actually know what your relationship is. You're gonna be friends, or just somebody you just cool with.
Listen, I agree. It might be the wisest thing, but what we're talking about here is have to. We should create cultural standards now, moral standards. Have to. So it may be the wisest thing to tell somebody because you don't know how they're gonna react to that, and it's better to say it immediately. However, I don't think you got to do anything, in my opinion, until you know you about to give the brother head. Or B, you about to take on the bed, whatever the case may be.
If you want to be real technical, you ain't even got to tell them then. If you want to be so technical,
nah.
You don't have. No, you don't have to.
I said technically, but however, I'm just like
you don't. They don't have to reveal that at that point
part.
either.
That part, I got a problem with.
It's been people that
I said it before. You taking the choice away from me. You get what I'm saying?
But you taking the choice. You taking the choice away from me even in the beginning. If you want to be technical,
how?
What do you mean how?
The choice of what? To talk to somebody? That's just like that could be your coworker, classmate. You taking a choice from what? You hollered at me. But that's what I'm saying.
But hold on.
What are you talking
that's
about?
Not always the case. It's not always the person that is hollered at somebody else.
That's how you presented. That's how you presented it.
No. I just said.
You did, because I remember the conversation. I was laying right there on that couch.
No, that is not.
I remember that conversation.
I presented it the same way that I just presented it to this discussion, and it was that they don't reveal. Mm-hmm. That they're transgender until they have feelings for them. So it doesn't matter if they hollered at them, the other person hollered at them.
I don't see a problem with that. That's what I'm saying. They didn't reveal something until I just don't see the problem with that.
You playing with fire.
I got feelings for you. I'm gonna let you know. Now I see you got feelings for me. I'm gonna let you know, because just talking to somebody is just talking to somebody. Like I said, you can just talk to somebody, and like you be sitting there talking to somebody forever. They could just be a friend for the longest, and it ain't none of your daggone business. If you my friend, you my friend. What difference it make if the person is born a man or a woman and decide to change? What difference does that make if we just friends? I said if we're just friends.
That I agree with.
There is no difference.
That's what I'm saying. So, if at the beginning we just friends, I ain't said that I'm about to do nothing with you. You get what I'm saying? Now, when I know I'm about to do something, it's red flag. Wait a minute, I gotta let you know this. That's all I'm saying. Until that point, why are you forcing me to tell you all my life story? You don't need to know nothing. You don't need to know that.
But I agree. If you're going to get intimate, or if you're going to try to actually start a relationship that's more than just friendship, like actually dating or whatever, then yeah, you should definitely.
That's all I'm saying.
Put that out there.
That's all I'm saying. You just ain't with it. That's just me.
I agree. I agree. I don't know. I agree that if you're about to be intimate, I also think that if you already know, through conversation, even if it's, we just started having conversation, through that conversation what the potential or what it's looking like the other person is wanting out of this.
Not all the time.
A lot of the times you do.
Most of the time, but not all the time.
Majority of the time, Jimmy.
I'm just saying, not all the time.
Okay, so there are sometimes, but overall, that you know, because if a person is asking you whether you're single or not, if we're just in this to have a friendship, that doesn't matter. My status doesn't matter, right? So there you go. And majority of the time, if somebody hollered at somebody else, you already know what the potential of where it could lead and what the other person is thinking. Even if you're just texting, So, whatever. What? I
guess we just ain't nobody got convinced on that one, because I still feel the same way I feel.
And I still feel the same way.
I feel like a brother, you know what I'm saying, brother or sister, they don't have to reveal anything to everybody. It's just
brother,
like
sister?
Brother or sister. Or brother, sister. Hell, that works when you talking about one of them. So all I know is if they're working, why they gotta reveal all that to their coworkers? If they're passable, then if they're not, they gonna know anyway. But if they passable or something like that,
that's not a relationship though.
I hold on, because what I'm saying is the point that I'm making here is everybody don't need to know everything. You don't know that you looking for something beyond something until you start to get into something. So something ain't got to be revealed all the time.
Sometimes.
Like I got your point, yeah, and I definitely agree.
I appreciate it, bro. God almighty, bro.
Oh my gosh, whatever. Moving on,
man.
Please.
Love without does not equal obligation.
Love does not equal obligation. So
it sure does not.
So listen, man. I know some people out there, man, and I'm just gonna say I know some people out there that and it all started with this. I was having a conversation with someone, and they said, man, my son need to basically take care of me, to a certain extent, right? Like I took care of them their whole life. A lot of older people feel that way. And I got a friend, he's a truck driver. He told me that especially in the South, a lot of older people feel that way because actually, and it makes sense. Don't get me wrong. That's the only way that they could ever retire or, you know what I'm saying, relax, is that they had children and the children take care of the parents. Just, it's what you're supposed to do, right?
It's a lot of cultures that do that too overseas.
And I have no problem with it. But my point is the part where you think that somebody is obligated to do it just because out of love. And and the conversation can get deeper than that, and it will end it up deeper than that. But I want to stay here on the surface for right now. With that, just because like my son is playing t-ball now, so I created a scenario. Right, let's say my son gets really good. High school comes around, he's playing baseball, and he just got drafted. Right, you can get drafted in baseball out of high school, so. In high school, heck. So he gets drafted. Let's say he gets drafted by Atlanta Braves. First round. Guaranteed couple mil, something like that, right? Does he now have to break me and his mom off and set us up?
No. You don't have to, but I mean I guess the thing, from a parent standpoint, they expect for their.
Why do you expect that though?
Right.
No, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I want to know.
I don't know. Well, I'm not a parent.
I get that, but you got parents though. Why do parents expect something from their children instead of appreciate when their children do something for them? You get what I'm saying? Like it's as if you gotta do it. I ain't gotta do anything for you just because you my parent. I don't have to do anything for you.
I guess another thing too that I experienced with my parents is that when you feel obligated, you have to do certain things, not necessarily to like take care of them, but to like go to college or do things that you particularly don't want to do because you already in your mind already have a lifestyle plan that you want to go, a road that you want to go down, right? Because personally, when I got up, first off, when I was in high school, I had an idea what I wanted to do, but I didn't know how I was gonna go about it. But college was something that I felt was pressured on me, so I went. I didn't like it. I went to NASCAR Tech to be an auto technician. Only reason I picked it because I like cars or whatever, but when I got there, I learned very fast I don't like working on them. But at the same time, I felt obligated. But since I already started something, I wasn't going to just not finish it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So I went through with it, whatever, and after I was done, I was done with that.
Right.
So I mean, I don't know why. I guess I don't know if it's something that people look forward to certain things that they didn't get the chance to do or something they didn't have while they were growing up. So they expect or wanting something so bad from their offspring that they almost try to force it on you. Now I'm not saying that everybody intentionally does that, but just over time, hey, you need to do this, hey, you need to do that, hey, you need to do this, hey, you need to do that. But in reality, you really don't need to. Just go to school, get it. I don't know. For my kids, I was like, get a high school diploma, and before figure out your plan while you're in grade school.
Right.
And I think everything you saying is really good, but it's not quite. You know what I'm saying? It's not quite in the vein of what I'm saying. But I mean, don't get me wrong. I think that we need to have that conversation too. But what I'm talking about is, okay,
Just money wise.
no, not necessarily just money wise. Just well, I guess yeah, it could be more centered around finances and stuff. All right, letting them come stay with you. All right, just like that, right? But like I was saying, like with my son, right? I got my son, and I've taken care of him all the way till he was grown. He becomes a millionaire. Now I feel as if he's obligated to take care of me, financially speaking, right? Like that's you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like I don't understand why people feel that way. Right. Why do we feel like they have to do anything for us? And so, because I'm sitting here listening to some certain people, and again I'm saying certain people, air quotes. They basically believe that it's selfish and that's what you're supposed to do, and God says this, and I'm like, what are you talking about? It makes no sense what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? People do stuff for their a child does something for their parent out of love. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
It not out of obligation, and that's why I came up with that. Love doesn't equal obligation. I do it for you out of love because I love you. I don't do it for you because I'm obligated to do it.
Right.
I didn't have you. You had me. You get what I'm saying? And because you had me, I'm a responsibility of yours up to a certain point legally.
Right.
Right? That don't mean you gotta instill anything else to me after that.
Right.
But up to a certain point legally. Now spiritually, you gotta keep me up to a certain point. You get what I'm saying?
Because after that, I mean, you're your own person. They're still their own person.
Right.
You got your own separate lives. So yeah, I mean,
right.
I don't.
Now if you did your job correctly, you ain't got to worry about me not right. taking care of you, because I'm going to take care of you. If you did that means you instill good virtues in me, good morals, good ethics. Then I'm going to take care of you anyway. Right. Right. But to make me feel as if I have to is what I'm saying. I it may just be nitpicking on my part. But don't think that a brother gotta do something for you,
right?
Because you my mom, you my dad. I want to do it because I love you. Mm-hmm. But then it gets to the point too where sometimes you see you do something for people and they think that, like I said, they feel as if you were obligated to do it. They don't even damn near say thank you. Mm-hmm. Then they feel, oh, you ain't. What did you do for me? Right? You know what I'm saying, bro?
You then come off as ungrateful.
And then you got some people who say if their children don't do anything for them, their children they just turn out to be nothing. They ain't no good. What are you talking about? They doing just fine because they won't give you money, keep money in your pocket. What are you talking about? Right. That's not their job. Your job was to go to work. You in America, we're in this system. Your job was to go to work, prepare for your retirement, and retire. Mm-hmm. Your retirement plan should not be your children. Yeah. How in the hell they gonna retire? You get what I'm saying? But the problem is you felt obligated to your parents because they put that they manipulated you in your mind that you couldn't even retire, make plans for yourself. Now I know that a lot of this conversation also has to do with systematic racism and why people can't really retire for themselves and they even leaning on their children anyway. Right. You get what I'm saying? I know that, but at the same time, if we ever gonna change that, we gotta change our mindset. Our mindset has to change to stop thinking that our children are our freaking egg. And like what you were alluding to, we would quit putting all them pressure on them to go do certain. You get what I'm saying? Go to college, go do that. Because in some ways, a lot of parents putting that pressure on their kids to be great at sports or be good at this, so they can retire and have it. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So they can have that money and help them live an easy life.
But too, I was just thinking that's why it's important for all of us to have good financial practices.
Right.
You know, when it comes to saving or investing and stuff like that, you know, just having that discipline. But you know, because of, you know, a lot of us live in this system, and that we've been manipulated our whole lives of how we're supposed to use our money.
Mm-hmm.
We don't. A lot of people just we don't know. You know, we don't know how to
Right.
do with money. So you know, our first thought is to go to those ideas that
Right.
hey, oh, I'm gonna have kids so I can have a superstar, or I can have a lawyer or a doctor or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But I mean, I feel like, you know, it starts with that, but I mean, at the same time, this has been generations over generations that's been going through this, especially in more on the lower level of society, you know, just because we've been manipulated for years, just telling us this is how we're supposed to live, this is how we're supposed to spend money, this is what you spend it on. If you need help, you come to us.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
But you also have to keep in mind, you just made a point that made me think about, for some older people, that's a part of that is their mentality. A lot of people did have a whole bunch of kids so that their kids could work to help take care of their house.
Mm-hmm.
So people had kids so that they could work. So, so some people do have that mindset of, well, I need, you know, my kids in a sense do need to take care of me because
Yeah.
this is what I have you for. But it's a sad way to think because no, children are not obligated.
Hey, you put a lot of pressure on them, man.
Right.
First of all, I don't remember any child knocking on their parents' testicle and saying, "Hey, man, I need you to
Let
get
me
what I'm
up
saying?"
outta here.
I don't know nobody who has ever done that, man.
Right.
I didn't ask to be here. Sometimes I wish that my parents would have never had me anyway. You ain't got to deal with all the struggles. You know what I'm saying? Life struggle. I ain't want to be here. I'm here now, though, right?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So, but then you say, "Hey, I gotta take care of you." Don't get me wrong. I got a plan to be able to. If my parents can't figure it out, I can at least, you know what I'm saying, retire them or provide for them enough that they can live. You know what I'm saying? I do have a plan, and hopefully it works out. But other than that, don't say that I'm obligated to do it for you.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Now we at that 45-minute mark, y'all. Y'all know what that means. That means it's time to roll. However, if you want to, we can keep going. 15, yeah, because I wanna take this conversation to where we were talking about earlier. I want to.
You didn't ask me if I
I'm
wanted.
sorry, do you want to?
Sure.
Because it's one thing for him because we at the crib. You get what I'm saying? Like it's one thing for him.
I may want to get up and go take me a break, but
Okay,
no,
you
I'm.
right.
We're good. Go ahead, because
I got a few cupcakes waiting.
Right. I want to see where this is going.
No, it's the other part. It's the other side of the coin, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oftentimes, remember the topic is love doesn't equal obligation.
Right.
So, there's a lot of people who feel as if because I love you, I'm going to stay in a bad situation. Mm-hmm. I'm going to deal with abuse, mental, physical, emotional abuse from you because I have children. You get what I'm saying? And I love my kids, and they don't need to see us apart. I literally just had a conversation with that same friend who said that he stayed with a ex-wife because they had kids, and you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They agreed that, hey, look, we just gonna stay together, and when they got grown, they split. That was a waste of time.
Right.
That was a waste. That's just my opinion, though.
And energy.
That was a waste of time.
Right.
Y'all both could have been finding somebody, you know what I'm saying, that y'all could have spent the rest of your life with.
Right.
And now they both, if I'm not mistaken, they both looking for somebody because whatever the flings they got into didn't work out either. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, bro, don't feel obligated to this person because you got kids or because y'all got a business together. Anything. Don't feel obligated to them.
Right.
Love doesn't equal obligation. Don't mean I gotta do something. You know what I'm saying?
And then if it didn't work out, you gotta honestly just gotta suck it up and work through the situation.
Right.
And just keep moving forward. And if you do have kids, just figure out a way to where you can continue to still be there consistently for them, and be there so that they do have both of their parents active and stuff. But yeah, I agree. I agree with you.
And
I've never
Kids
understood that
also know-
anyway.
Kids know when there's tension going on within a household. So staying together for kids doesn't help.
Look at another angle, cause we've been looking at the same one for
Almost makes it worse for them.
about an hour.
No, it wasn't. I
Nah,
literally
I know.
just
I
switched
saw you
that
when you
angle.
did it. I'm just saying.
Oh, you just say you didn't like that angle.
Nah, I'm just
You
saying.
you didn't like that angle. Just it's only been up there 2 seconds. Anyway.
Can we move on, man?
No, I was the one who was talking, and you. I
All I
don't
did
like
was
that
reach over and
angle.
hit
No,
the
you
button.
said, "Let me go on and switch that angle because I don't like that angle."
You know, we got like 12 minutes, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, with that being said, people feel like they obligated to a certain situation. They'll stay in a bad situation because they feel as if they're obligated to that situation,
Right.
based off of quote unquote love. And I just think that they need to realize that, hey, don't do that to yourself. Don't think that you have to stay in an awkward situation, a bad situation, a foul situation, a negligible situation, just because you love that person.
Right.
Heal yourself. Find some relief for yourself. Walk away. Right?
True.
And at the end of the day, that's all that really matters is your health. Your overall peace. Right? So
Right.
man, I think that's it. I think that's it for tonight.
That's it. I'm good with it.
I'm good, man. So as always, man, please hit that. Listen, I got something to say too, man. Please hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. Let me tell y'all something, man. Y'all hit that subscribe button, it will help out a lot. And here's the thing though. You hit that subscribe button. Out of all the people that be watching us and stuff and be commenting and all that stuff, don't nobody hit that subscribe button though. I need you to hit that subscribe button, please. Listen, just do it as a favor for me. Because at the end of the day, it ain't like you gotta watch my videos anymore. Just hit the subscribe button.
Please watch them a couple times.
But all I'm saying,
I need the views.
right. Other people gonna cut, but the views is there. It's not. I don't have my views is there. It's not the views that I got the problem with. I do want them to increase, right? But the views is there. The interaction is there. Don't nobody want to hit that button. Just hit the button, bro. That's all I'm asking you.
It don't take a lot. Just
Right. Just hit it.
Hey, listen,
Too
man.
easy.
But no, in all seriousness, man, if y'all enjoy the content, please hit subscribe, man.
Oh, definitely.
Find us on YouTube at Enamored Podcast. She's throwing all the socials up, man. They'll be in the description below as well for all of our social medias. Official Enamored on TikTok and Instagram, and Enamored on Facebook. Man, also check out our movie review channel. On the movie review channel, man, we review movies, man. We have a podcast on that as well where we do deep discussions. Actually, I think we might get one in tonight. If there's still time, I'm going to go see Air, Michael Jordan John. I'm gonna go see Air, and I'll do a review on that. If I haven't missed out on that tonight, but yeah, man, I appreciate y'all as always, man. I love my hearts. Thank you. Y'all like that? I call them hearts.
I was
You
like,
that?
where do you see hearts? What are hearts?
That's my fans, man. My fans call hearts because of Enamored. You like it?
Okay.
I thought about it today, but I was like, I wonder if Kevin Hart called his
That's
fans
cute.
hearts. But he like heartbeat.
no.
I think he's like a heartbeat.
Yeah, something like that. We hearts.
Yeah. Okay. That can work.
That worked.
All right, man. Thank y'all, man.
All right.
All right, we out.